Hello, curious minds. Ever feel like your life's stuck in a loop? Same thoughts, same routines, same ceiling? What if I told you 10 life-changing books could shatter your perspective, one page at a time? Today, we're revealing top 10 books that will change your perspective on life. From ancient wisdom to modern mind benders, these reads will make you question everything in the best way. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's turn pages into paradigm shifts. Oh, and don't miss number 9. It's tied to Nobel Prize-winning research on happiness. Let's dive in. 1. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, Finding Purpose in Pain. Let's start with a book that turned hell into hope. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This isn't just a memoir, it's a blueprint for surviving life's darkest moments. Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote this masterpiece after enduring Auschwitz. His message? Life has meaning, even in suffering. Here's where it gets deeply personal. I read this during burnout and realized my struggles weren't pointless. They were fuel. One viewer wrote, "This book made me grateful for my bad day." But here's the twist. Frankl doesn't romanticize pain. He teaches that meaning isn't found. It's created through choice, love, and purpose. Science snack. Frankl's logotherapy theory is still used today to treat trauma. A Journal of Clinical Psychology study found trauma survivors who read this book reported 40% higher resilience scores. Pro tip, pair with journaling. Ask yourself, what gives my life meaning? Highlight quotes that resonate, like between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose. 2. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Follow your personal legend. The classic that's been passed down like a secret recipe. This fable isn't just about a shepherd chasing treasure. It's about trusting your intuition to find your personal legend. My ritual. I reread it every year like a motivational pep talk. A fan messaged, "I quit my job after this book," whispered, "Don't settle." But let's dig deeper. Coelho's philosophy is rooted in alchemy as metaphor, turning life's lead into gold through courage. Science snack. Stories activate mirror neurons. Reading fiction increases empathy by 30%. Psychological science. The Alchemist teaches that fear of failure is the real enemy. Pro tip, highlight passages that resonate. Create a life map from your notes. Try the coincidence test. Write down your dream, then track signs that nudge you toward it. 3. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Master the art of presence. Raise your hand if you've ever raced through your day, only to feel like you missed it all. Enter the Power of Now, a guide to living in the present. Tolle's teachings on mindfulness aren't fluffy, they're survival tools. My wake-up call. I used to panic about the future until I tried Tolle's inner body meditation. Result? My anxiety dropped 70%. One viewer raved, "I stopped doom scrolling and started feeling life again." Science snack. A Harvard study found mindfulness reduces cortisol by 25% and boosts gray matter in the brain. Pro tip, start with 2-minute breathwork. Place your hands on your belly. Feel it rise and fall. Pair with nature walks. Ground yourself in the now. 4. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Small shifts, massive results. Ever feel like your goals are just out of reach? James Clear's Atomic Habits changed my life and the lives of millions. His mantra, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Here's my ritual. I swapped "I'll try" with "I do." One viewer wrote, "I added 10 push-ups daily. Now I'm running marathons." Clear's science-backed habits, habit stacking, identity-based change, work because they align with how the brain rewires itself. Science snack. Habit loops, cue, craving, response, reward, are neurochemical pathways. Clear's 1% better daily. Philosophy mirrors neuroplasticity. Pro tip, try the 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. 5. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Freedom through wisdom. Let's talk liberation. Ruiz's The 4 Agreements isn't just a self-help book. It's a manifesto for inner peace. His agreements: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best, are like mental decluttering. My ritual. I repeat the 4th agreement when I fail. Always do your best, and let go of the rest. One viewer raved, "I stopped comparing myself to others. Freedom." Science snack. Ruiz's teachings align with cognitive behavioral therapy, replacing negative scripts with empowering ones. Pro tip, pick one agreement weekly and live by it. Journal how it shifts your mindset. 6. Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Understand your mind's quirks. Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel Prize-winning economist, wrote this deep dive into how your brain tricks you. Two systems run your mind. System 1, fast, emotional, and System 2, slow, logical. Here's my hack. I learned to pause before decisions. One viewer wrote, "I stopped impulsive shopping after reading this." The book's real power? It teaches humility. Your brain lies to you constantly. Science snack. The anchoring effect, fixating on first info, costs investors $100K plus yearly. Awareness equals power. Pro tip, when stressed, ask, is this logic or fear speaking? 7. Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. See humanity's big picture. Time to zoom out. Sapiens isn't just history. It's a lens to see why we act the way we do. From hunter-gatherers to digital nomads, Harari connects dots you never knew existed. My confession, I used to stress over modern problems until I read about the agricultural revolution. Wait, we've always been messy. One viewer raved, "I stopped sweating small stuff after seeing how far we've come." Science snack. Harari argues happiness isn't tied to progress, it's about expectations. Pro tip, read one chapter weekly, reflect on how it reshapes your worldview. 8. The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. Embrace vulnerability. Brené Brown's research on vulnerability isn't just TED Talk material, it's revolutionary. Her mantra, embrace imperfection to live wholeheartedly. Here's where it hits home. I used to fear judgment until I tried her rumble technique, owning mistakes instead of hiding them. Result? Deeper connections. One viewer wrote, "I shared my struggles and gained my first real friend." Science snack. Vulnerability boosts oxytocin, our bonding hormone. A Psychology Today article linked it to 50% happier relationships. Pro tip, practice imperfect moments daily. Say, "I'm still learning," without shame. 9. The Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. Ancient wisdom meets modern science. Here's the Nobel tie-in. Haidt, a psychologist, studied how ancient sayings align with brain science. His metaphor of the rider, logic, and elephant, emotion, explains why we struggle to change. My ritual, I revisit his chapter on reciprocity, small kindnesses that ripple outward. One viewer wrote, "I started leaving $5 bills in random places. Now I feel like a happiness ninja." Science snack. Haidt's research ties to positive psychology, focusing on strengths, not flaws. Pro tip, try his gratitude visit. Write a letter to someone who changed your life, then deliver it. 10. The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Reclaim regret and find joy. Imagine a library where every life you could have lived exists in a parallel universe. Nora Seed, the protagonist, gets a chance to explore her regrets and realizes every path has shadows and sunlight. My story. After a career crisis, this book reminded me that regret is just love for the past. One viewer wrote, "I stopped obsessing over what if and started living in what is." Science snack. Regret activates the same brain regions as physical pain. Letting go heals both. Pro tip, write down one regret. Now rewrite it. What did this teach me? Which book will you read first? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing your stories. Smash that subscribe button if you're ready to expand your mind, and tap the bell so you never miss a tip. Until next time, remember, great books don't just change your mind, they change your life.